Stop.
Separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Oregon Ducks offense will get first crack at it today.
You gotta go find them. Come on, bro. Get out her ass.
Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball, he ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively, and we've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it. And it was a beatdown. And I imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about it. Listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
What are y'all looking at? Ain't nothing over here on the floor. So, acting crazy. Booger, lay down.
Handoff from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Makes the grab on 3rd. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Ducks are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here we go. Motion from the back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Ducks will try to pick it up on 4th down. to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? So Oregon State's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, Dave.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moore will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The offense changing the play. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. And the pass is in. Thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it.
Well, I had to do. I woke up in the series.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Beavers want to keep this drive humming. He'll keep it himself. Still running at the 40. They finally really get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness.
Wow, you will find yourself something to do. Or you just send that down.
Shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass.
Oh, wow.
Catch in the middle. It's Walker. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that.
Hey, just pick it up. Okay, then get us better until I get ready to grab it.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking for the score. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American.
You finna go walking or something?
Rough shot over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous unis. This team is buttoned up. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to.
There he goes! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Once you put that in there, I'll put it in there.
Running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. Powers forward. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks! Precision blocking up front. He created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just... And this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Beavers line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a move. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last. Turning it on! He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10.
play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him the crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
We'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast to come away with the pick.
Johnson looking to throw. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Beavers moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Fires on the move. On target to the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Touchdown, Oregon State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now. His last 2 games have completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
He's loose on the left. Continues to fight for yards. All the way down to the 24-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to get it out of your own territory. territory. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clemens. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get...
Oh, he's got some space. Lowers those pads. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Johnson looking to throw. Here's a heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was... Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to, but in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He'll pull it down and run. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on fourth down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Split backs here. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Unleashes one deep. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to... in the back corner of the end zone. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The AT unit on the field. The extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Beavers can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This time he's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Going for 6.
I hate they put me out there.
Got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Moore to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game, 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Got enough space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Coming out with it, it's Carr. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking for a deep man. Pulls it in down the sideline. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. The short hands, it's Clemens. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson looking to throw. He's got him. On the move is the 30. Wide open spaces. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Come on.
Quick strike through the air for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Hughes. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Caught in the backfield. It's Benson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Got some room into the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Beavers are in the hurry-up.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just take the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job on the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth, he lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
How nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down conversion for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are on the move. To the outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this.
Johnson headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon. And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some point.
He'll take a deep shot here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Johnson looking to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He wants a big play here late. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Going right to work up top. Throws toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got him this time. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Sends it back in motion. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing. Keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense
makes the catch down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 30-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
He'll take another shot here. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Oregon.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He might want another play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outlast the Beavers. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bounce back, fellas.